So let's say we're on a universal basic income. AI is doing everything. We're all paid $4,000 a month. How do we gain status?
So status, I think it's an important one. I think status is earned by doing things that most people can't do, right? So if you look at, for example, Michael Phelps, he's used on the ad of Pfizer. Why? Because he's a person of influence. So he has 25 plus gold medals, right? So he's a person of influence. If you look at these guys that are paragliding for Red Bull, making $3,000 a month, just like going crazy through the, like they're doing it out of straight passion. There can be a utopian scenario where it becomes like a renaissance and we become an artistic culture, or it can become a dystopian scenario where we're literally just running on universal basic income. We are monitored and controlled like cattle, and we go into a pretty nefarious future. It all comes down to us, right? And that's the reality of the situation. There's players on both ends. There's bad players, but then there's also good players. And good and evil is also, once again, an iffy scenario, because what may be evil to one person may be phenomenal for another guy, right? So a person that comes from a country or background where globalization is normal, the entire World Economic Forum Davos agenda that's taken place is okay. It's normal. It makes sense to them. But if you come, let's say, from the United States and you're like, I'm a freedom dude, I like slinging my guns, right? I like shooting in the range, I like going hunting, I like fishing, I'm doing whatever, fuck globalization, right? So I understand that perspective as well. So this good and evil is also a spectrum of perception. And I think we also need to be careful with that. I think we need to have these conversations, and these platforms need to enable these conversations in a way that is healthy, right? Because if you don't do it, people will dissent, because people are not stupid. And I think people are waking up to a lot of the realities of how the world works. And I think we need to do a better job at disseminating this information in a way that is unbiased. And we do that by looking at things from multiple perspectives and not holding on to your perspective as the ultimate truth.